Morning everyone, it's Amanda from pandarspaperplaytime.blogspot.co.uk. It's Monday morning, and for the last 2 days I have been at an MFT workshop in Eustis in Florida. It was MFT's first ever craft retreat. It was 2 full days. There were 19 other crafters there as well. So I made lots of different things I would not normally have considered making. I had an amazing time, met some really wonderful people, met the design team, saw lots of new products. If you ever get the opportunity to go, I would say go for it. It was probably one of the best 2-day events I've ever been to. Well, actually, the only 2-day event I've ever been to. But definitely, if they hold it again next year, I'm definitely coming over to do that. So I'm going to show you some of the projects that we made. So the first class in the morning was with Jodie, and it was making some kind of Jodie style cards is probably the best way to describe it. So there was lots of stamping, dies, and really gorgeous designs. So I'm going to show you the first one that we started with, because she kind of eased us in gently. So the first one that we did was this hello card. I'm just going to see if I can zoom out a little bit so you can see it. There we go. So this card has strips of paper going across, and then the hello sentiment and a little tiny sun, which you can just about make out there. So we had everything was cut to size ready for us, and all we had to do was stick it together and make sure obviously that each letter had a different coloured strip behind it. So as I say, she eased us in gently with this one, and then she decided that as we hadn't actually done any stamping, then the next card that we made had to be much more complicated. So this is the second one that we made. This has lots of different stamps, so all these came from different stamp sets. So we had to stamp everything, we had to create the bars, do the background, put the little sentiment at the top and stick it all together. So that was the second one. The third one had some second generation stamping on it as well. So this is the new steel blue colour, which actually it's such a gorgeous grey blue. It kind of, when it's with greys it looks grey, when it's with blues it looks blue. It's such a pretty colour. So this is matched with the lemon drop. So as you can see, there's lots of different background stamping, second generation stamping, stamping on die cuts, sentiments, etc. So that again was a lot of fun to make. This is not my normal style of card making, but it was really nice to be taken outside of my comfort zone and to actually try something new. And you'll see at the bottom there's a little bit of piercing as well. Jodie gave us a very good tip in that she uses plastic canvas. So we were given a much smaller hold piece so that we could actually do that, but this is what we used to create the stitching on the second card that I showed you, the Oh Snap You Captured My Heart card. So if anybody's wondering how to get perfect piercing templates, this is a good idea. And then the final card that we made is this one, which I'm sure you'll agree is absolutely lovely. She gives a fantastic tip for getting all of these to actually line up properly by using the die. So you place all of these individual colours in the die once they're die cut, and just put tape across the back to hold them all together. So that made what looked like a really complicated card really simple. So that was Jodie's class, which was on Saturday morning. So as I say, they eased us in quite gently, and then in the afternoon Barbara Anders had us make this. Now anybody that knows me will know this is about as far away from my comfort zone as I possibly go. The only thing is it does have Copic on it. So this is Copic, but it's airbrushed. So you can kind of see it's got we were given a plain frame, so we used distress stains to stain it first, and we did all the stamping, we put all the things on, we did a lot of masking of the tree and the car and the road and the sky, and a lot of airbrushing as well. And it's to hold your keys, got little key charms on it as well. So we put it all together afterwards, and I must say I'm really quite pleased with this. It did take me quite outside of my comfort zone, but I must be honest, it's something that I would like to try again. So that was the afternoon of Saturday, and then Sunday morning we made a mini album. Now Sue, if you're watching, I apologise for every single time I said to you I did not want to make an album, because I didn't know what I would do with it, because I had such fun making this album that I can see me making more. So each page is decorated. As you can see, there's a picture of me, there's a picture of everybody at the class, So there's a little section here, which I've just got a photograph in at the moment, that kind of says memories, where I'm going to write some bits of information about the day and the things that I actually took away from it that meant a lot to me. This is the back, and we've got more pictures all the way through and back to the front. It was quite time consuming to put together, but actually really, really enjoyable. I've got to use lots of things as well as distress on it. There's crackle paint. I've got to put some glossy accents on some bits and pieces as well. But I think it came out really cute. So that was the mini album, and that was done by Joanne. And then finally, the last thing that they got us to do was mixed media. This is probably the one class I was looking forward to the least, but actually really enjoyed it. And I think after all the inkiness that I'd done over the last couple of days, it kind of gave me more of an outlet for it. So this is the first thing that we made, and I'm going to zoom out again, you can see it a bit better. So this is a canvas. So this started life as a plain gessoed canvas. As you can see on the back, it's got tissue paper, it's got hospital gauze on it, it's got tape that you use for drywall, it's got moulding paste, roses, all sorts, stamping, everything, doodling even, and a little bit of inking. So we made this, and while we were waiting for this to dry, because obviously between each coat of pearl paint and Mod Podge, etc., you need to allow it time to dry, so you need to find something else to do. We also made an art journal, and I must be honest, I really enjoyed doing this. It was nice to actually get messy and inky and kind of, you know, really go to town on it. And this one is made the same type of technique as the other one, except instead of the pearl paint, this uses gelatos. They were so much fun to use, they really were, and we had to actually gesso this ourselves and then Mod Podge on top, so it did take quite a while to dry. And then it's had a fixative spray over the top so that nothing is going to move on it, so that it's actually now able to be used in any way that we want. The only thing I would do differently, I think I would have done a little bit of doodling like I did on the frame on this sentiment. But all the stamp sets that we used throughout the day, we were actually given as part of our kit as well. But I will show you a full video showing you everything that we had in our goodie bag, and also all the items that I actually bought during the time that I was there. And this actual class was run by Mona, one of the design team. So this was probably like I said, the one I was looking forward to the least, but it was a really nice finish to the day. It was a fantastic 2 days, so I just want to thank Kim and the team. I want to say hello to everybody that I actually met at the event as well. At the end of the event, Kim did say that she'd had such a good time that she was thinking of running the event again next year. And I just wanted to say that if she does run it again next year, I will definitely be putting my name down. I had a fantastic time. I hope you liked all the projects that I actually made, and I shall talk to you again soon. Thanks very much for watching. Bye!